Hey, what's going on? I'm Kamal Dwayne, and I'm very glad to demonstrate the new Tempo Creative Drum Programmer. Now, what I'm going to do is go over a few details about the plugin, and then I'm going to demonstrate it with a few tracks that I was able to create in less than 20 minutes. So, Tempo has an ever-expanding library of hip-hop and R&B drum patterns that you can instantly add to your beats, your melodies, or your music loops. But Tempo takes it a step further because you have full control over the drum sound selection. You can swap out drum sounds, and then you can edit them further from the plugin. And then you can even export each element in each drum pattern to a separate MIDI file, and you can make these drum patterns do whatever it is that you need them to do. All right, so this is the first plugin of its kind, and it's designed to help producers make more beats faster, inspire new types of beats, and take away some of the legwork that goes into producing solid drum patterns. All right, so you also have over 300 premium drum samples in the plugin that you can use as one-shot drum samples, okay, in your productions. And by the way, Produce R&B just released a new update giving you the ability to pitch and glide any sound, and this is good especially for 808s. Now, the plugin is extremely lightweight on the CPU, so you can clone or duplicate this thing and have several instances of the plugin going at one time with no problems, even if your CPU is not the most powerful. All right, so I'm loving Tempo. It's really a game changer when it comes to laying drum patterns fast and finding new ideas to work with. Now, if you're new to drum programming or producing, or you struggle with your drum patterns, now this can really take things to a new level for you. All right. So with that, I'm just going to go in and demonstrate Tempo with a few tracks, and I'm going to show you guys what I did and how I got to what I did. So what I'm finding with Tempo is that, the drum patterns, they're already there. They're already good. You have solid drum patterns in here that'll work. And so what I'm finding is that I'm either going to find like the perfect drum pattern that's going to ride with what I'm doing, or it's going to be near perfect or close to perfect. And all I have to do is do something like, change a drum sound, or, kind of change the pattern up, or export the MIDI so that I can manipulate it and change it a little bit so it can do exactly what I want it to do. And so that's what we're going to be doing in these examples. Pretty much I'm going to be taking random loops from, random places, and I'm going to try to find a solid drum pattern that can work for that loop. So in this track, just after listening to the loop, I was able to find something in Tempo that just worked. Just browsing through the R&B section, I pulled up this preset here, and it just worked out. Okay, so I didn't do anything. I didn't even export anything out of Tempo. I just used it as is. And you see here, I'm adding a little low end. I added some bass to level it out. And I also added a little lead on the top. We could probably work with that a little bit more, but that's pretty much it right there. on this beat, you can hear the loop. The guitars have more of an upbeat summer vibe, so I was able to go into the R&B section of Tempo and find something that fit. Okay, now with this one, I thought that the kick drum was going a little bit too fast in the original for this loop, so I duplicated Tempo and I went ahead and exported only the kick drum. Okay, brought the kick drum back into my duplicated version of Tempo, soloed that out, and then I made my own little edits to this kick drum so it'll fit perfectly with this guitar loop. All right, and then again, I went ahead and created another instance of Tempo, and I thought that the low end could use some character, so I used this 808, and I used the new pitch and glide feature in Tempo. And to turn that on, all you have to do is click on this piano right here in the top right, and then you'll instantly turn on the pitch and the glide. And what I did was I just created an auxiliary pattern, and I'm gliding it and I'm pitching it a little bit, and that's pretty much it for this track. Okay, with this track, again, I was just able to find something that fit, so you can hear the loop is an R&B loop. I went ahead into the R&B section and found this pattern that fits right on the money. I like the sounds and everything, so I just threw it in the track. And of course, you see me add some bass to bottom it out, but that's about it. So in this track, I was able to find something in Tempo that was almost near perfect for this loop, but there was something that I wanted out of the kick drum. I wanted the pattern to be a little bit different, so I went ahead and exported the kick drum pattern. This is how the pattern sounded before I made my edits. And I did my own edits to make it hit where I wanted it to hit. I also wanted to do a few different variations so that the track doesn't get boring. So I did a few different edits, and so we have a few different passes of this same pattern, but they're different. Okay.